just here literally all to say that the vibes are good. The vibes are really good. This road trip is already 100% better than our road trip to get to Colorado, where the vibes were only good a little bit at the time. It is currently raining, but
we got the tent up in time.
Yeah.
Stressful, not fun, but we did it.
Now we're about to have charcuterie. After about a rainy 2.5-hour drive, we made it to our campsite in Glenwood Springs, which was our first destination of our week-long road trip to Zion National Park. The drive through Glenwood Canyon has to be the prettiest drive on all of I-70, and it was such an unexpected surprise for us. So, when we researched this place, it is true that they said you gain 1,200 feet of elevation within 1.5 miles. A quarter of the way, and I thought we had been hiking at least half a mile. I need to hike more often.
We made it to a half mile. I don't know how long it is. We didn't do a research, but it's either 1.7 miles like a loop or 1.7 there. So who knows? We're killing it.
Honestly, whenever I heard about this hike, everyone just talks about Hanging Lake, and you see the pictures of Hanging Lake and, you know, the destination itself. That's why we're on this hike, but just the walk is so pretty to us. Again, we're Georgians, we don't get to see this a lot, and now we're Coloradians, and hopefully we'll get to see this all the time. But I never really want to not find this stuff beautiful and take it for granted. But the hike itself is very beautiful, as long as you bring your A game of stamina and water. My chest hurts. There were like little small waterfalls and all this moss just trickling down. That's what I'm saying, like, again, the destination, that's why we're coming, to come see this lake that's up here. But those little beautiful waterfalls with that green backdrop, that is so gorgeous.
I think we're getting close.
We made it to look.
Oh, 1 mile. Woo!
Literally going straight up, like almost feeling like we're rock climbing up this mountain right now. Whoa.
Woo! We made it.
We
We're not really.
went.
We're close.
There's like the girls, like I literally was just taking their picture like 30 seconds ago. That's how like vertical it is right now.
Oh man. Wow. That is beautiful. We made it to a waterfall, a really big one.
This waterfall is what feeds Hanging Lake that we were just sitting at. It did not take as far at all to get here. So if you're doing the Hanging Lake hike, come just a little bit further, not even a quarter of a mile, maybe just some 100 yards, and you'll make it to this waterfall.
On the trail itself, they do not allow dogs, but just a couple miles away, there's a doggy daycare area. It's called Hightails. The owner's really nice. We drop Willow off. Basically, she just gets to run around with other dogs and play all day. And so we came on this hike. Couldn't take her, but it was relatively cheap and definitely a spot I would take Willow back to. Pumpkin spice is back.
On on August, what, 24th?
I don't know, but pumpkin spice, I've already drank most of it. Got it like 10 minutes ago.
So we're actually back in the car, headed out of Glenwood Springs. We were just here overnight. Y'all didn't really get to see us camp last night. Last night was not like a 10 out of 10 camping experience because it was raining, and we want to have a better camping experience. So we're actually gonna head out of Glenwood Springs, go ahead and head to Moab, where they say, and the weather people are saying it's not supposed to rain in Moab like, you know, dinner time throughout the night. So that's where we're headed right now. All right, for the second night in a row, we are quickly trying to get our truck tent up before it rains on us. So this time, you guys get to be a part to see if it successfully will happen. Like a slight chance that it could rain, a slight chance that it couldn't rain, so we don't know. And I feel like a little bit of sprinkles, I don't know. We're just gonna give it a try here.
Butter's boiling. We just mixed them all up. Got our rice almost done. Have kielbasa, peppers, onions, and rice.
We are eating in our tent, and guess what? I don't know if you can hear that. That's the sound of rain. Therefore, we made it just in time. We got sprinkled on just a little bit. Everyone's eating.
Everybody's eating. Willow's eating. I'm eating. Well, I'm about to eat. Blair's eating.
That's successful.
And it's raining.
We're just ready for it not to rain. And a little bit nervous about how hot it's going to be in here tonight.
Yeah. We may have to... There's a river close, so I might jump in before bed. We'll see.
I'm going to sleep next to that.
This is so cool.
So we have our electric bikes, and we are just biking like in the middle of, I don't even know where we are, honestly. I mean, I know we're right beside Arches National Park. So we're in Moab. It's stunning. And the Colorado River is right beside us. We have these canyons of just this wall of red rock to my right. This is amazing. And like, we just had no clue that today was gonna end up like this. We were honestly quite sad that we had to leave Glenwood Springs, but I don't regret our decision at all. It is definitely a lot hotter here in Moab than it was in Glenwood Springs, but we're in more of the desert, and Glenwood Springs is a little bit more in the mountains. But yeah, the sun's already out. It's only 9:30 and that sun is hot. So we're gonna eat, pack up camp, and then hope that we get an early reservation or early check-in for a hotel that we can go take naps, take showers. I'm so excited about I'm gonna take like 3 showers probably while we're at this hotel. So that's what's on our agenda today. And now we're headed to go get coffee. Yeah, so we probably knew this was gonna happen, but we don't have cup holders for on our bikes, and so as I was biking, I just dropped my coffee all on the side of the road. Really sad.
I was biking in front of her and I heard this loud crash, and I just knew that I was gonna turn around and Blair was gonna be in the middle of the street, and I was like, ah! And I turned around And then I was like, yeah, that was definitely her coffee because of her grin. Like she knew it was gonna happen, but we still buy Viking coffee anyways.
All right, we are now headed out of Arches. We're gonna get ready to leave, but we did find that it's very drivable. If you're just in a time crunch and you literally only have 1 hour, you can just drive and see most of what you're gonna wanna see. There are hiking paths that you might wanna get out on. Again, if you have a dog, you can't do them, so we were not able to do any of them, but you can see so much just from the road. We were here for about an hour and a half and got to see so much stuff, so very doable in a short amount of time.
Going to a place called the Delicate Arch Viewpoint. We do have Willow with us. As you've probably already heard Blair, she's frustrated because we can't take dogs anywhere, but Willow's got in the shade with the windows cracked, and we're going to look at this Delicate Arch. See what it looks like.
I would say this is definitely more of a little hike, not just a short walk to the Delicate Arch Viewpoint, which is a little bit confusing because there were 2 options. You could either hike to Delicate Arch or drive over to the viewpoint, but we're having to like go up this hill and everything. So hopefully Willow's okay. She will be.
There's no one of your kind. I long to see you when the day is done, though my journey has just begun.
So we stopped at a gas station. We're gonna make some sandwiches, but we're really probably about 45 minutes away from Moab, and this is the first gas station like exit we have seen so far, so we went ahead and pulled off so that we could get gas and go ahead and get lunch. But there's really like nothing out here. It is so just like desert, and then like in the backgrounds there's these mountains, but they're not even like mountains, they're just like rocky desert mountains. So definitely take advantage if you're on a road trip like this to go and get gas as soon as you see it, because you might be risking the next 30 miles or more of not seeing another exit for a while.
Well, a few things that me and Blair like to do in order to try and save money and make trips more budget friendly is we camp out. So you all have seen the rig that we are camping in is in the bed of the truck. We also pull over and bring our own food and make lunch and breakfast most of the time, and even dinner. Sometimes we'll go out for dinner, but we try not to do that very often just to save money. I'm eating a chicken salad sandwich, and yeah, every now and again we'll use credit card points to get a hotel. So we always try and make it pretty budget friendly.
Alright, so when you're driving to Utah or through Utah, we've driven from Denver, Colorado. We're driving to Zion/Vegas now. There's multiple viewpoints, but we just got to this viewpoint. It is crazy. It is like a canyon. It's like the little Grand Canyon of Utah. I don't know if that's what it's actually called, but it is so awesome. So you definitely need to take advantage of driving off and just seeing what's on the side of the road. Like, I'm surprised that this is not a national park right now. This is crazy.
Has got that time, not me. He is interested in.
The terrain has changed once again. We are probably about, you think, 30 minutes from our campsite? A little more than that?
Depends.
Okay, so we gotta figure out still where we're gonna camp, but we're more in like a very mountainous area. There's a river running by the road right now, and people are, what do you call it? Rafting in the river. It's really beautiful. It's crazy that we have seen so much terrain transition, because we've been in Florida this month, but then our road trip started in Georgia to Denver, and then now Denver to Las Vegas. So Utah has been crazy. We went from like straight up mountain rocks, just like desert this morning in Moab, and now like We're in pretty green, I wouldn't say it's very lush, like there's a lot of brown still, but like a lot more greener mountains. It's really beautiful here too.
My headspace, been weaker, it's been waiting for the right day. Like the right day ever comes, now it's Friday, and nothing's changed.
This is what happens when I let Austin plan the accommodations for the night.
So we are taking the road less traveled today, as you can see. We're overlooking some glorious mountain range. This road is a road between a small town called Junction and another small town called Beaver. It's about 25 miles long. We're gonna be camping halfway down it. There's a little free camping spot that we can have. Worst case, we may come back and just camp with a cool view like this. Blair's pretty nervous about it, but I feel perfectly fine. The road is recently repaved. It's really not rough at all. So there's some razors coming back and forth. Also, very two-wheel drive friendly so far, but we do have four-wheel drive. We'll see if we decided we need it or not.
But I can't change. I'm stuck in reverse like an old Benz. Forgot to tap it up. Now I long for another day where things fall into place.
Hi! Welcome to our campsite for the night. We haven't properly given you all a tour of our new tent that we got, but this is a Kodiak canvas truck tent. It just comes on and off onto our truck bed. Austin did a lot of research on truck tents and decided that this one was the best, and so far it has withstand wind and rain and it's been really comfortable. So anyway, in here there is so much room. Austin and I both have so much room to sleep. We've got different shelving kind of access right here. A lot of stuff is right here. And then Willow even, this is Willow's bed right here. She will perfectly lay right here. And then we even have some more space where usually we'll put like our Yeti right here and like build up this area of stuff that we need in the tent. And a lot of times we'll sit here. This week particularly, we've watched about 2 episodes of Suits on Netflix a night in this truck tent.
So one thing new that we've added this time camping that we didn't have when we were in Moab or when we were in Glenwood Springs is a shower. You know, we can go multiple days without getting a shower, but sometimes I really enjoy laying down with a shower. This I picked up for like 30 bucks, holds 3 gallons of water, even has a little hanging towel. This was purchased separately a long time ago, but how it works is you just twist it and
oh my goodness,
and water
wow.
comes out.
Wow, that's a good stream.
Push it back in.
All right, right here is where we're going to enjoy a beautiful fire overlooking, I don't even know if y'all have noticed yet, but this beautiful view. I'll run out here and show you. Literally in the mountains, we got the Kent Lakes behind us, the upper one if you're in this area, and all of this is ours for the night for free. Also, by the way, this is our outside garage featuring our 2 new electric e-bikes. We got these recently. Y'all know that they were on the way for us. We've been using them a lot in Denver, but we've also been using them a lot here out west. There's bicycle paths everywhere out west. We see them all the time, so we've been using them a lot.
So we are making chicken fajita quesadillas. So we got a bell pepper sauteing on our iron skillet. We also got some chicken and some fajita sauce, fajita seasoning, cooking, and then we're gonna put it all on a quesadilla. One thing we don't have is paper plates. We're gonna make something work. You cook with your fingers when you're camping sometimes.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise.
As far as camping days go, this one's probably my favorite.
Restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy we go.
We are in Zion National Park today. And today we have a friend with us.
What's up, everybody?
Special
Glad to be here.
guest appearance. He has been here before when we went skiing in New Mexico. Today we are going to be hiking the Narrows in Zion National Park. We already took our shuttle. We're actually on the mile walk to the entrance of the Narrows, which was kind of a surprise. I thought we would just be dropped off, start walking in the water, but that's not the case. So we are walking to the Narrows, took our shuttle, and we will begin shortly because we are probably almost there.
So we found Theodore. We're taking a little break before we go in the water. Get out of here.
Damn, buddy.
Theodore wants our food.
Oh my gosh, he's so invading personal space.
No, he don't care.
Get out of there, dude.
Buddy, you're fat, too.
So I made it to the mouth of the river. There's a lot of people here. They say the further you go up, the no, that's my apple. Get out of there. No, scram. The farther you go up, the less amount of people that are up there.
Alright, oh my gosh. Who said this was gonna be a good idea?
You did, you planned it. So we think we've made it to the deepest part. It's about, that depends on how I'm 5'11". It's probably gonna go up to my belly button, but it's pretty cold water, so we'll see.
Husband of the Year award because I have my Canon camera in my book bag.
It's getting pretty deep. My backpack. What's your confession?
I have a confession, I just peed.
That was so smart, honestly. I wish I would have. Hey, this has been fun so far. It's getting sunny now. Zion National Park ended up being our last stop in our road trip from Denver. We ended up staying in Hurricane, Utah, which was just a 30-minute drive to Zion National Park. And 2 hours south of Hurricane would have landed us in Las Vegas, which is definitely what we need to do next time.